Hello, it's this Yox fan with another Go Battle League video. We got a beautiful, incredible Ultra League team with Greedent. If you don't have Greedent, well, get to the XL Candy Grind. If you want to have one of the tankiest and best Pokemon in Ultra League, it's just insane. It's so good. Now, to complement it, Tapu Fini, phenomenal. Very nice to have a beautiful answer to the biggest weakness of counter users, fighting types. And Armored Mewto, the very rare Armored Mewto, what was once absolutely despised, having been in raids when regular Mewtwo was in the game and way better with Psycho Cut and Side Strike moveset, but confusion, no Psycho Cut on Armored. And I mean, yeah, still Side Strike, still amazing. Dynamic Punch is the other move you'd run. The charge attack, some nice dark type coverage, which is actually really handy and makes Armored Mewto a pretty nice answer. Just unique Pokemon. But you could also run Cresselia, which is incredibly meta, which Mewtwo is pretty meta, but definitely not as popular of a choice. We have the Tapu Fini mirror match. Now you may see this with the Ultra League available, and if so, if you have these Pokemon, you should definitely be able to climb if you can play how I play. You want to make sure on chances that you want to be able to have Greedent for the right Pokemon, definitely aligned up against the electric bug type because, this Galvantula definitely amazing into the back line. So keeping alignment is crucial. Now being efficient with the energy so much. There's also an option for Crunch, Trailblaze over Crunch, which I just recommend Crunch with all the ghost types that can kind of tear through Mewtwo. Now I do throw one more Body Slam, and I have alignment and a shield advantage. And we have the Shiny Umbreon on the ropes. We do have an Ampharos, which the energy advantage, Brutal Swing, is going to be coming at us a lot, but we have a shield advantage, which is going to give us the upper hand. We do have to commit the shields, but we have an easy answer to their Umbreon with a fairy type. They do grab our last shield, but that's fine. It's needed. You're not going to want to bring in a Tapu Fini for the Ampharos. You'd rather just shield. And I mean, even if it's a Psychic or Last Resort Umbreon, damage is just not going to be there. Tapu Fini, fine lead. You just want to get damage for most situations. Really cool to see a shiny Tapu Fini. It's a beautiful shiny. Probably should take the first move, but I end up... Oh, wait, they make a nice catch. Okay, they got lots of energy. They have a full Nature's Madness charge up for whatever comes in later. Whatever they want to throw at. And with Tapu Fini, Farm Down is ambitious with all the debuffs still add up. Now, if this was the Thunder Fang, Steelix, that would just be nightmarish, but that's very rare. Just gonna go for the blind Nature's Madness. You could also could have also undercharged a Surf. Just get a bit more energy if you wanted just some chip damage. But that's kind of maybe just a waste of energy. May as well just potentially just go commit for a full farm down. But maybe you couldn't leave with a Nature's Madness. But we do find a Verzium, which 2 shields for us is going to get absolutely nuked by the Armored Mewto. I was just kind of hoping they would leave. Now, 4-turn confusion can be tricky. Now with Ampharos, even on fast moves. For efficiency, before throwing a move, you want to throw 2 confusions to match the 9 turns of 3 fast attacks. Now, if you they throw after 2 turns, and you get some free energy, which is nice. Definitely can be handy. Against Verzion, we have a bad lead up against Poliwrath. You have 2 great answers to counter users. They leave with some energy, which is going to give you a good position. Now, Thunder Punch is possible. Its Trailblaze, okay. Now, before the Volt Switch registers, you want to get your damage out. Dai took a 2-0 shield advantage. Absolutely incredible. Now, they are boosted to Ampharos, so they're going to do some nice damage. You're not going to be storing up energy with the bad lead. They bring in Poliwrath, which is fantastic. Their Ampharos is getting close to getting taken out. So saving a shield. You should be able to have gotten another confusion of energy at least without taking a charge attack, but it's fine. And kind of annoyed I didn't take more energy, but it's fine. Now we're going to get two side strikes with, actually no, I make a catch. Real nice catch. And Greedent, the bulk of Greedent. Now I can exile up my Greedent more. I do want to get as much energy as I can. Yay, Mudshot. I Mudshot down the Ampharos. Let's go. I did also have a move, but I mean, if they would have won charge attack priority with Mewtwo's terrible attack. Got another Tapu Fini in the lead. Not too shabby. I mean, it's super meta. Definitely gotta be careful about Venusaur. Venusaur will just shred your Tapu Fini. And I mean, it's nice into. It's a tough thing to deal with Greedent, but you can get some nice damage on it. We are able to confusion, snipe, and avoid a surf. Maybe they were trying to reach for a Nature's Madness and may have been just shy. But a nice KO with the fast move. And we are going to be taking a brutal swing, but then they will give us energy. We are down a shield. We have a Cresselia to deal with. Okay. I think I was really tempted to quit this battle, but with the shield, and considering this is the last Pokemon, now Tapu Fini can survive a Grass Knot. They have no way of dropping my defense, thankfully. I mean, I'm going to take a Grass Knot at some point, and they let that Nature's Madness go. I don't blame them. I mean, I may have let go a move first. Also, trying to grab shields with Surf could definitely have been a strategy, but here comes Greedent. I mean, I get to Body Slam so fast. I do swap into Armored Mewto. And Side Strike grabs a shield. They are debuffed. They did not want to get taken out by a Side Strike from Armored Mewto. And they do have another move. But the Squirrel is too tanky. The Grass Knot's not enough. And you charge up 2 Body Slams too quick. Let's go. The Squirrel takes another win. Sandy Cheeks takes another win. We got Guzzlord. Okay, this is a tricky lead. I mean, you're going to just want to get Body Slam damage on. Having some residual energy if they do swap could be handy. But actually, I'm going to time myself for a very nice catch. Now they're like capped on energy. They have to throw. And they're going to throw a Dragon Claw. There's the potential for Sludge Bomb, but they're just going to leave with some energy. They're going to swap before they take a Nature's Madness, but that actually plays into our favor. Because for Alligator, beautiful thing to soften it up. And now we can pressure shields with Surf. Surf's up, dude. For Alligator shielding up a Surf. Let's go. And we make a heads up swap. Got to keep an eye on the switch timer because we were able to avoid another Hydro Cannon and get that Body Slam snipe. We do find the return of Guzzlord, which is beautiful. We want to get this Guzzlord into our Greedent because Armored Mewtwo will get absolutely destroyed. And we just want what damage we can with the school. I mean, just as many body slams. Body slam, spam. Body slam, spam. They CMP tie and win it. Which is so fantastic still. No, I mean, at that point, probably, I do not need to go for a catch. Try to be fancy, but also I have enough condition for safeness. Now, you can survive a move, and the win condition would have been me shielding up a liquidation that debuffed me because extra damage they could have done from charge attacks. I mean, maybe they have energy for 2 moves at this point, but I also, maybe they would have CMP tied and take me out. Would have been tricky. Definitely tough for them, but here we are. Next battle, Giratina. The main reason you want Crunch on the school. Now you do have Armored Mewto, which it can do some good damage to Giratina, but Giratina just wins. I mean, Shadow Sneak, very common in the algorithm with running Mewtwo, Armored Mewtwo. Probably going to see a bunch with Cresselia. If you do run it over Armored Mewtwo, but hopefully it returns at some point. Honestly, maybe it's going to be after they bring back, they bring Mega Mewtwo, and then bring Shiny Armored Mewtwo back in raids. Release the Shiny to get the hardcore players who are tired of Mewtwo. Although there's Shadow Mewtwo and a team of 5 Shadow Mewtwo's with a Mega Mewtwo. And having maybe different two built Mewtwo's for the Mega. Different movesets definitely could be something people want. But here we have the next battle. And they safe swap Poliwrath, which is getting absolutely torched by Armored Mewtwo. Lovely. Now, if you see any Annihilates, you're going to love to see that. Now, even if it is in the lead, you have 2 nice answers to Annihilate. It can be a little tricky with Tapu Fini, considering the Shadow Ball mind games. Same with Mewtwo, but Mewtwo is nice and tanky. You can take a Shadow Ball. Tapu Fini cannon as well, but got to be a little bit more careful about the counter damage adding up. Now, 2 shield, 2-1. This is going to be tricky. We got Virizion, Wireless. Leaf Blade is going to land. Going to be forced to shield. They can make a Nature's Madness catch. Now, if I can grab a shield or the KO here, they know they had a shield. Am I going to be able to reach a Nature's Madness? I could not. We're going to get to the Leaf Blade energy. So I make a swap, bringing in the Greedent, the bulk. They go through that double kick. They are going to get taken out. And do they have what it takes on Ampharos? Trailblaze is not enough. We just need a Body Slam, and that's another win. Greedent taking so many wins. Can't wait to... I should walk with Greedent. My Greedent to get the rest of the XLs I need. And maybe in time for the return of Ultra League. Probably going to be in the new season because... Well, if you're... You should probably be seeing this video and maybe like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks left, maybe a week left of this current season. Oh, and I did not respect the Focus Blast. They totally deserved all that credit, respect for running a Focus Blast Ampharos. Love to see it, especially when I'm running the evil Greedent. I mean, it can't be deemed so evil as it's such a cute little fun-loving Pokemon. But all respect goes to them, and they are going to be grabbing my shield with Icicle Spear. I'm losing the mind games this battle. But there's still play for me. Surface going to grab a shield in return. We're going to bring in... Okay, this battle. Yeah, this battle was so good. Dynamic Punch lands. Let's go. We kaboomed. Mini kaboomed. But the mind games, we don't have Dynamic Punch. But they cannot risk it. Well, we don't have it charged up. Dark Pulse is not enough for the KO. Can they farm us down? They're forced to throw. That is hope. Can I get the farm down? Gonna be forced to shield. And they bring in Walrein. I'm gonna get the Nature's Madness for the KO. Surf definitely is not gonna be enough. And I almost water gun them down, but one water gun shy. That was crazy. I definitely needed them to throw the move because they would have easily just taken the win. But nice lead into Ampharos. And I'm definitely, from this point, terrified of getting hit by another Focus Blast. But all respect to them. I mean, they definitely deserve my shield. And that, after the Thunder Punch, is not enough energy for another, well, for a first Focus Blast from them. And just another Thunder Punch. I mean, I do go down a shield, but I have lots of energy. I think I threw a Mudshot, or just maybe I waited. Could have gotten another move in, but I do make a nice catch onto the next Body Slam to not be forced to shield up another or take big damage. But I get really lucky with that Crunch Defense drop. I think like 10% chance for a Crunch Defense drop. And I mean the bulk of the battle of two of the bulkiest things in Cresselia and Greedent. I think I may have to try a team with in the next season with a Cresselia and a Greedent. But hopefully there'll be a video up of me hitting Legend by the time you've seen this video or shortly after, but cannot wait for Master League. I mean, these were my last Ultra League battles before 3 weeks of Master League to end the season, to try and claw my way up to Legend through Master League. Now, Master League is very difficult because the people who play it at the high level have the Pokemon, and I do have I have most of the Pokemon, but definitely a couple key Pokemon like Xerneas and Landorus Therian. But Xerneas is returning. It may be here by the time you're seeing this video in raids. And I'm definitely going to be doing raids for that. But Landorus, so it's going to be a bit before it comes back. Especially the good form that I do need a better IV of. As good as 98% is and sounds, for the newbies, like, what? It's almost perfect. 14 attack. That is going to cost me so much, and it's just not worth the investment. But here we are, back to Ultra League commentary. Skeledirge, definitely a strong foe in Ultra League. I mean, it's so good. If you don't have any Skeledirge built, now maybe not your style Pokemon, I think the game did lag, but they didn't want to use the last shield, which is fantastic. They do have another Pokemon. I try to make a Grass Knot catch, but it's fine. Hakuna Matata, it's okay. They do bring in Tapu Fini. I cannot get the farm down, but I do grab a shield, and I get the water gun down from my Tapu Fini. They don't go. They should have let it go. They could have had a shield for Cresselia. Because now I can no shield. Because they have no shields remaining. I just need another Nature's Madness. Honestly, I may have still won. I may have been able to just get enough water gun damage in. Would have been tight. I probably would have lost, actually. No, definitely. Almost surely would have lost had they had a shield for Cresselia. But we have a Shadow Swampert up against us. They're going to throw the Hydro Cannon straight away. We are going to have back-to-back Body Slams. But do we make a catch? We make a great catch. They threw a Mudshot, but still got a nice catch. We do find a Shadow Alligator, double Shadow Water. This is not going to take me out no matter what move it is. So I can get the Nature's Madness debuff successfully. Put myself in a commanding position. Oh my gosh. They let it go. They let me reach the surf. They want to have back-to-back Hydro Cannons. They shield up the surf, of course. And I'm actually going to be able to bring in Mewtwo for one confusion. They definitely were almost at the energy for another Hydro Cannon if they didn't have back-to-back. So that was a great play by me. We do scare off Typhlosion because the Squirrel. I mean, it's going to get taken out by a charge attack, but with Armored Mewtwo, confusion damage, and with the low HP, kind of cooked. And now Thunder Punch, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Confusion just takes them out because they were energy dry at that point. Beautiful. Honestly, yeah, beautiful. Beautiful lead. Gonna leave with the Body Slams of energy. We're gonna pivot into Tapu Fini. Honestly, you could probably just bring it Tapu Fini straight away. Get that water gun damage going, but I mean, for mud shots, I'm giving a bit of an energy advantage. You don't want to go too much. Although if you do wait till they throw a first Psychic Fangs, that could be good. Maybe you do, and maybe if you end up landing a Crunch and getting them to throw Earthquake, that could be potentially problematic with a low health Greedent. I mean, that is the move you'd want to shield, but would you really want to go down a shield when you had such an insane lead? But here we are, return of Greedent, and I mean, just, leaving with how bulky everything is in Master League, especially with how bulky this team is. Leaving with the Body Slam, 8 turns of energy. Definitely fine. And they do bring back Giratina. Actually, this end game is going to be a little close. They actually get the... farm down before I can reach the next Side Strike, which is massive. I do get the defense drop from Crunch. That could be very helpful. And they end up leaving. I did have a shield still. The Power Greedent scaring off opponents. Let's go. Scaring off the Trevenant. And we're just going to go for it. Body Slam onto Shadow Wall Rain. We are going to pivot into Mewtwo. Now, opponents can definitely use this strategy to bait out the biggest weakness for the third Pokemon. But being able to bring in a bad your bad matchup into your opponent's lead once they've swapped out the lead definitely can be very handy to just make sure you don't give them a golden matchup with the bad lead. Can definitely be the difference maker. They do grab both my shields with just going straight Icicle Spear. I respect that. That is nice. But alignment not in the favor. They have a very, very tanky Greedent to deal with. And with the switch clocks being up at the same time, it's going to be difficult. Now, I do want as much damage. They actually let the move go. Just go for Nature's Madness most of the times. Of course, if it's Fire type, Surf is probably fine. They're going to take me out, but they're going to give me energy. And we find a Trevenant, which almost back-to-back crunches, or... yeah, no, we are at back-to-back crunches. And, I mean, they're going to need a few moves for Alligator, and we just get to Body Slam at the same time as the first Hydro Cannon, and they are 2 damage, and they do not have a nuke move that can one-shot me. Lovely. Definitely in this AVB style team, where you have your backline covering the main weakness of your lead. Definitely important to keep your lead alive in many matchups. Okay, Ampharos. You're going to go down, down, down. You're going down, down, down. Thunder punches back to back. Okay, well played. gonna be throwing the body slam because I just want the KO, and I do get the KO. And I have some energy for the crunch. Oh, and I get the crunch debuff. Let's go. Massive, huge. Dragon Claw is not enough for the knockout. Do they know the counts? Okay, they do. Well played. But Typhlosion, 2 shield apiece scenario was going to get absolutely cooked. And and that was a 5-0 with this team. So my second 5-0 with, actually I think second, maybe third, with a Armored Mewto team. You can check out the other Armored Mewto videos. Just its regular showcase after a while without using it. And then with Goldango, Goldango, phenomenal. Definitely stay tuned in the new season. I'm going to have a great league Goldango. And I'm got to get back on the grind, trying to hunt for Hundo Gimme Ghoul for, well, if I get it in time before this current season ends, you may see a Master League Goldango on the channel, which would be very exciting. It's an awesome Pokemon. And in the future, it gets hopefully a signature move, hopefully in the next year or so. Maybe 2 years, who knows what Niantic plan on with Gimme Ghoul Shiny, Goldango Shiny. But here we have a Gator. It's Gator season, hunting Gators. I don't think there's any season in hunting Gators in the U.S. at least, not that I know of. Maybe other countries, who knows? I mean, maybe it's just something that's allowed, but also so difficult, so it's like, there's never been truly a much reward in the population of Gators. We have the Verizon Wireless Pokemon. The Verizon signature Pokemon. Now we want to grab Shield. Are they going to let it go? They do not, actually. We see him P-Tie. Not going to shield up. And, well, yeah, they went down. I just needed those moves to take them out. Shiny Cresselia is such a beautiful shiny. And I'm cursed with bad IVs. I want a good IV Cresselia for that. That's better than raid IVs, research IVs. One day, maybe. One day. Here we have the crunch to go into Cresselia. Grass Knot. And another crunch. We just severely outpace. We get the crunch debuff. Let's go. I try and make a catch. Do they take me out? Moonblast. It is enough for knockout. I'm going to actually farm down with Tapu Fini because I can debuff whatever comes in. It's actually Electivire. Now, I have an energy advantage. I'm going to outpace the moves. We find a Scrafty. They're definitely happy they won alignment. But after having committed a shield to a Surf, they are not in a comfortable position. We Dynamic Punch. Can we reach the next move? Can they take us out, or did they reforce out the energy? They did just enough damage. Now, Thunder Punch is something you can see, but I will survive that. I definitely would rather take a Thunder Punch from Scrafty instead of Electivire. Now, you do just want to go for Nature's Madness at this point. You do grab a shield. I mean, they almost had a shield. If it was a Surf, that may have been a win condition, but with this, we were able to reach a Surf to take out the Electivire, and Water Gun with the shield was just enough damage. Got a Alolan Sandslash. We pace to this honestly, probably best moves. Just getting stab, ice punches. And Mudshot, I think, is doing more damage than the one damage from Shadow Claw, as I am a normal type, which is very handy. So many Shadow Claw users. Now, with Tapu Fini Safe Swap, honestly, getting chipped with just a couple body slams. They do have, should be like 10 turns of 12 turns, so they have Oh, they have more energy than I thought. Okay, that's fine. They had a good amount of energy. I'm going to shield up. It is a surf only. But I'm going to be able to have a couple moves just about. Ice Punch is not enough for the KO. They will get some vital damage with Shadow Claw, but we do reach the Dynamic Punch in the next move. Maybe Side Strike would not have been enough. And be able to, well, barely reach that Magical Dynamic Punch. They are going to outpace with the debuffs, but we're going to go back to square one. And they let us land the Nature's Madness. Landing a Surf into a no-shield definitely would have given them some good positioning, but now I can just go for Surfs. May still be taking, like it's a no boost, but we enjoyed the battles. Got to, with 3 different Armored Mewtwo teams, I was able to climb over 200 elo, like 250 elo. You can check out the battles. Only the first video I have all the battles. But, I mean, it's maneuvering Mewtwo, Armored Mewtwo specifically. I mean, just having things to cover its weaknesses. And you should know, I hopefully have explained how to use Armored Mewtwo. I mean, it's a bulky psychic type. Learn the key targets, especially like Venusaur, Poliwrath, Annihilate. And I mean, it's got a nice okay matchup into Ampharos. But thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League videos and other Pokemon Go content. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.